Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we are in Manilva, a different beach. We are normally going to a different beach every weekend or every 2 weeks. Today we are enjoying here with some friends that just moved from UK to live in Spain. And I'm gonna talk to you about why I moved to Spain and what I think it's the most important thing for you to really enjoy the process of living here. Oh, look at this, huh? This beach is really cool, especially the water, very clean. The water is cleaner, the beach in Estepona, especially if you compare to that one that we have been last time. We shoot for you a video in Playa del Cristo. We didn't like so much because it's micro stones, it gets very hot. Actually, it's not a sand. Many people, friends of mine, they ask me, do you like to live in Spain? Do you want to stay in Spain? Well, we've been 5 years living here, me and my family. Now we are reaching a time that we are really being challenged because you start making connections, you invest a lot in creating a business or even trying to work in some way. I see sometimes the people are living here for maybe 2-3 years and then they decide to go back to their country because they don't create enough deep and strong relationships with friends. I think that this is the number one thing for the people to come back when they first move. And I think most of these people, they just don't plan enough for moving here because you really need to have a good saving account before you come because it's very expensive, especially the work. Until you find some good work for you to have a good income here, may take some time. That's why we need to plan. We actually plan 3 years before we come here. It takes a lot of effort from that part. One part of this planning is for you to start watching videos like this one. You can maybe connect with people even before you come here. And that's what we did. We started this YouTube channel as soon as we arrived. So we connected with many people. Now we have some clients that are sometimes connecting with us when they are interested to buy a property or even just to having some support to know more about the area. This area here, Manilva, is a small city. It's growing a lot. I'm seeing it's growing faster. It's crazy, but sometimes you see that's no good enough infrastructure for the tourism. For example, if you see there's a chiringuito there, but that chiringuito just is quite new, it's 2 days there. I think there is still a huge potential for all these areas here in Costa del Sol to grow more, to have more structure for receiving tourists. Especially, we have La Concha mountain there. We are from Marbella, about 25 minutes from here. We're enjoying here, beautiful sunny day with all the family, some friends that just moved from UK. They bought a property here, they're gonna start living here with the family. They were fed up to live in UK for a long time, for 10 years, and they are looking for better quality of life, especially because of the sun. We know that's very important. And this question that people normally ask me, are you really enjoying to live there in Spain? This is a quite tricky question, it's not easy to answer because sometimes when you move, you don't have many options. You cannot just say, yeah, maybe I'm coming back. But you invest all your money, your savings to live, to start a new life. And it's really hard at the beginning, especially if talking about work, for you to make money and pay your bills. Of course, it depends on your situation, but it's important to talk about it because if you're thinking maybe to move here, the first advice I would give you is to plan, have a structured plan, especially to have some savings for you to start here life without needing to work right straight away when you arrive. And you need to create some connections, it takes time. I have some friends that I'm like, for example, I have an architect, Brazilian friend that's been living here for 4 years now. He's coming back to Brazil because he had to move twice in 1 year from different place, like he had to leave the place you were living, renting out. If you don't have a property from yourself, that's one of the biggest challenges at the beginning. But talking about the question I started talking in the video today, you have to create a strong foundation, a real purpose for you to move and to stay here. Okay, like for example, if you have family, if you have your kids, for example, I have the kids, so it's important for me to have a good future for them, as we already started different life connections here, friends, and they are studying now for more than 3 years at public schools here. We really want to provide them a good future, studying and having something different, especially from this education. This is another thing really important for you to consider if you have family or not. I see many people when they are single, they are coming here and then they just don't have enough structure for keeping them here. If you have some reason like kids or family, it's much easier for you to create roots and stay focused on your purpose. And also, as I mentioned, you have to plan, you have to save some money before you come and search information about the area you're gonna live. Like we are here in Manilva, we are enjoying different beaches every weekend. We try to move around inside Costa del Sol, to know different places, to create this content, maybe to connect with clients, make some friendship with the channel. For me, this is the most important thing. I think this is the topic of the video, to have a higher purpose. In my case, I'm doing these videos to challenge myself. I would say number one thing is personal development. For me, it's pretty much everything. Personal development, it's pushing me to do these videos and to stay here in Spain. It's not just videos, the communication, I can practice my English, I have to challenge myself to speak a better English, to study, to create new relationships to this channel, for example. But living in Spain challenges you in different ways. You have to speak different languages, so we have to probably learn a little bit of Spanish. We know Costa del Sol is a place that we have people from all over the world. You don't actually need to speak Spanish, but it's really important if you can learn Spanish. But you're going to connect with different people, different cultures, and this is something that will really challenge you to learn different things. And then that's why I'm saying that personal development can be one of the strongest reasons for you to another country, because you're gonna push yourself every day. That is the number one reason I think I'm gonna stay here for the rest of my life. In my case, for example, I prepared before coming, I planned. I still have a business in Brazil. 3 years before I moved, I started planning how I was going to do that. My father was surprised. He was like afraid. Oh, my son, what are you doing? I'm gonna leave everything we built here on our company, blah blah blah. But I wanted to challenge myself. I planned this. I want to retire here in Spain because of the quality of life you can have, especially because of the sun. Culture is a different environment. It's a place that the people don't work like crazy, like in countries in Brazil or United States. We know the people work, and just to have another car, another luxury property, whatever. And here you have more this kind of lifestyle of being more with the kids, with the family, and of course you have these beautiful beaches here. To get a better health, what's the point of having money if you cannot have good health? You cannot enjoy then so much what you have created, talking about your finance. So if you are planning to come here to live or invest in a property, the first thing I think you should do is start writing down what you want to do here. What's your main purpose, your bigger purpose for moving here. When the people come here, they are single, they have a difficult time to connect with other people and they cannot focus on work. That's the most important thing when you arrive. So if you have a family, you already have some structure for you to center more yourself on your work, create the life you desire. And another important thing I would suggest you, if you're planning to move, to live in a place like this, paradise like this, start writing down your goals. Write down all your goals if possible, because if you plan it before coming, and if you write down what you want to achieve, what's the main purpose, why you are wanting to move here, that's already more than 50% for you to really succeed when you live here. Train your mindset. Nowadays I'm reading a book. This book is talking about the mindset of Navy SEALs. Navy SEALs are elite marine trainers. They have a very challenging train and they have to challenge themselves on this train. And they have to develop a mindset of a champion. They develop a strong mindset for them to be able to manage very difficult situations in life or in battlefield. It's been inspiring me a lot, because if you really want to succeed or to be above the average in any field or just in your life, if you want to move here, so you have to develop this mindset of doing what is necessary and doing something, showing up every day, even if you are not on the mood to do that. Okay, this is something I really be inspired from the Navy SEAL mindset. And there is something quite interesting that they talk in the book, is that when you feel that you don't have enough energy anymore or you cannot go ahead anymore, you normally are on the 40%, that they call it 40% rule. It means that when you think you don't have energy anymore, you still have 60%. Just a matter of connecting with your mind. Don't listen to your body, listen to your mind. Create a strong mindset. Also on this book they talk about, they train, for example, to be on the battlefield on the toughest situations possible. They are trained for being really calm on really challenging situations. So can you imagine you on the battlefield, someone is dying beside you, you are afraid, but you have to then breathe deeply, visualize what you want, and create self-affirmation. These are 3 things they suggest that you have to do it daily. Breathing, they call it box breathing. So breathe 4 seconds, inhale 4 seconds, hold your breath 4 seconds, and then exhale during 4 seconds, and then hold your lungs without air for 4 seconds as well. They call it box breathing. So box breathing connected with visualization and self-talk is something you can do daily to start training yourself and start creating a different mindset for you to really succeed in anything you want in your life. And if you keep doing that consistently, you're gonna start realizing that you're gonna start changing some patterns in your subconscious. All the patterns that you have installed on your subconscious mind that you created from your past, they are guiding your life, they are guiding your results. So this is the most important thing you have to work on, and do it consistently every day. Then you're gonna start seeing some changes, deep changes in your life in all areas. So that's why I want to invite you to maybe leave your comment. I want to know what you think about this topic. If you're maybe planning to move to Spain or Costa del Sol, we are really happy to connect with you, to have a coffee if you come to Costa del Sol. We normally have clients coming from different countries now. We also have the Zimmer Estates YouTube channel where we tour some villas. We show properties, the most luxurious properties here every week on the channel. And we have been recently connected to some clients from United States that came from different states in the United States, and also Germany, especially Germans. They are now fed up with the situation in Germany. The economy there is not good. The people normally, they get in touch with us here and they want to have a meeting to know more about our company, what we do, and we try to help everyone, most people as possible, for them to be and have the right guidance if they are really thinking to buy a property here as well. Okay.